was born and raised in Jamaica. I came to this country as a child in the early 80s. I've been a part of the community, a part of the Sherman Park community. That's where we moved when we moved to this country. So I've lived in this area for many, many years until we relocated to Merrill Park neighborhood. And I came to Embassy Center, MKE, about, it's been years. It's probably been about 15 or so years that I've been at the church. My boys, I have 3 children, Matthew, Malachi, and Mia, and a husband, Reggie Moore. I've been thinking about, the term just being an ambassador, and a big part of it is an individual that is just willing to give of themselves. And that could be in any form, right? I can give of my talents. There's something that I can creatively do. I have time to do, I have this gift in this area, or I can give of my resources. I have treasures, right? I can, financially give. It's just being able to support in a way that is more so meaningful for that individual. And I think about that's really what an ambassador is. I started out at Embassy when I started coming to this church working in the children's ministry, and I did that so many years. But currently right now I am working in the hospitality ministry. So when we have guests that are here, we're usually out in the corridor, just greeting people, loving on people and supporting people in that way, as well as I support the grocery ministry as well. So support Pastor Jason and the team in making sure that we are providing support to not only the neighbors in our own church community, but to the larger city of Milwaukee as well. I run a youth leadership advocacy organization called Urban Underground. So a lot of the work that I do that's outside of the church ministry is really supporting young people and young adults. And I would say that's definitely one of the gifts God has given me, to be able to love people in a way that it meets them where they are. And it allows me to, when they say, allow my light to shine so that, so that men can see the God within me. And it's so interesting because people will always say, what church you go to? They see something within you. I don't have to wear a cross around my neck. I don't have to, carry my Bible in my hand. It's just the way that I've learned to treat people. And when you treat them unconditionally with love, that is something that cannot be, in a sense, explained. People are able to feel it. And so in that way, I'm able to then open up the conversation on like, hey, where do you go to church at? Or where do you worship? And it gives them the opportunity to really have open and engaging conversations. But a lot of the advocacy work that I do allows me to meet a lot of different people throughout the city. So I'm able to really connect with folks and really provide the needs of our community. It is so important for us to be that representation of what an ambassador is and what an ambassador does. And the reason why it's important is because we have an opportunity to be that light and to share God's love. And in order to, for us to go out where the Bible talks about, being fishers of men, in order for us to go out, we have to be the ones not waiting on anybody else, right? A lot of times people think, well, you do it or you do it. We're pointing the finger. But we have to really look inward, and that's where the true transformation happens. We look inward so that we may support other people outwardly. So many hands, my mom would always say, many hands make light work. When we all play a role, it's not just getting up and coming to church and getting poured into. That's good and that's important. But at the same time, it's what is it that I'm doing? What is it that I can do? And again, when we do that sort of assessment, whether it's a little or whether it's a lot, there's always something that we can do. So it is so important for us to look inward and to be that support that our church needs, because it's not, the pastor that's up and, doing everything, or his leadership team. All of that points back to the members and the people that are within.